Hello and welcome to the 326th Rony's Tuesday Fun Race in Live for Speed. I'm Peter Butcher, you're watching Sim Broadcasts, and tonight in the commentary box for Race Green International in the Clockwise direction, it's Eoin Harmon. Eoin, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm keeping well, thanks, Pete. And if anyone's enjoying their pancakes for Pancake Tuesday, if they celebrate, yeah, you're going to get some fabulous racing to go with it.
Yeah, Eoin and Chris made me very hungry in the build-up to this, as I remembered I didn't have any ingredients for pancakes and we'll be making a trip to the shop shortly. Thanks for that, Eoin. So yeah, that's my afternoon or evening rather sorted. But yeah, everyone else, if you're having those or you've had those, enjoy. Eoin, we've got a packed schedule to get through, so let's get this show on the road. We have another 11 rounds of another 9 rounds of RTFR to go, including tonight's action with the FBM at Autocross in a track we've used before in 2021 for round 19 of RTFR, but this time we're doing it in the reverse direction, or actually the correct direction. Last time we did it in the reverse direction. And let's get a look at the track, the clockwise direction of the Race Green International Circuit. Super complicated layout. The drivers are going to be challenged to their limits, Owen, around here.
Yeah, they've got a turn right, followed by a turn to the right, followed by a left, and then another turn to the right. So, yeah, very complicated stuff.
I don't think I could remember how to do that. So I wish the drivers good luck for the 55 laps of which they have to remember all of those turns that they've got to deal with. There's been 60 minutes of qualifying. That has come to an end, and we are going to run through the list as soon as we look at the car, which is the FBM, the Formula BMW 1.2 litre inline-4 rear-engine rear-wheel drive car. And yeah, it's been a long time since we've seen this car on our channel, so welcome back to the FBM. All right, let's take a look at the qualifying results as we currently have them from the server, and it is going to be on the front row of the grid, Sidus Gabor alongside Mantas for Born to Race. Then it's Zesty, Dark Unite, Koivunen, Wow, Asker, Six Moon, and Nano, the top 10. Owen, that looks like a pretty spicy top of the grid. We're going to get some close wheel-to-wheel action here.
Yeah, that's absolutely the case. The track is wide, so there's a lot of opportunities to get cars into side-by-side action, and indeed the last corner could invite a lot of dive bombs because the turn-in may have to come in late on entry, so yeah, there'll be chances for drivers to slip one down the inside and have a go. But yeah, you can see in that background image, you can just see how big the track is for the space that they need to use. So yeah, that should make things really, really exciting up and down the grid.
Indeed. In the Drivers' Championship standings, it's currently Mantas who leads the way. He's had a very strong start to the season, Owen. He's pretty much dominated everything so far. Rick Cardle there in P2 with Unite in P3. And yeah, you'll be surprised to see there is no Gabor on that table. That's because he hasn't had a good start to the season, Owen.
No, unfortunately not. I think, wasn't it the last time he crashed out or something like that to make it to the end? So, yeah, this is a chance for him to get his championship bid kick-started. Time is on his side, of course, but yeah, he really does need to win this race.
He does. We have 39 cars, and he is currently top of them in this qualifying session, so we expect to see him get a good launch, and hopefully he can actually finish one of the races this year. We are going for a restart on the server, and we are going to be going for the start of the race right now. We have a grid. Owen, take us away for that start.
Yeah, you can see cars have to go all the way around the final hairpin just to fit. Hopefully no one is stuck behind the barriers. No, absolutely no problem in that regard. So, yeah, lessons learned from Rockingham. But let's see how they get on with the first right-hander. Waiting a long time for the lights. Here they come. And away they go now. So I'm watching out for the drivers behind in third and fourth, but it seems like everyone's got a good launch. Gabor will hold the inside line, mindful of the sausage curb that will keep the boundaries. Oh, too many drivers understeering into the wall. Loose goes Wow, I think. Yeah, Wow is spinning. He's able to catch it though. A World Class Lions car was in trouble as well. It was Arska, as a matter of fact. but for the most part, the Mandula has just connected very late. So yeah, there was a car stationary on the grid. I think it was Mandula, so he has to start from the pit lane. Oh, Mandula just connected. Figals, excuse me. So Figals has already been put a lap down, so that's going to be troublesome. And we will have plenty of blue flags as our half an hour approximate race develops.
Yeah, we've got plenty of laps to enjoy as the cars come under the back straight bridge here. All 35 of them. We've got Soini with an accident at the hairpin. He's tumbling down the order. There he is, all the way to the back then. And then almost further contact there, right at the back. But Gabor starts lap 3. We're on to lap 3 already around this really complicated track. And, I like tracks like this. They lend really, really close wheel-to-wheel action. We don't often see short layouts, short circuits like this used in RTFR, so it's something a little bit different tonight. We've got Johnny SVK making moves in the background on a whole bunch of cars, almost 4 wide going into turn 3.
Yeah, just behind Michael on the curb there, has to rejoin the circuit. He's defending hard, but there's a dive bomb put to use by Euroloco. Unite, who's trying to fight back from the back of the grid. I don't think he's at times, and he had to start from the back. He's trying to fight his way up, and he's nearly halfway there, to be honest. So P22 after starting last. That's really good going.
Yeah, we've got cars going into each other down at turn 3 again. The drivers really are able to get into side-by-side battles through there, as we've got someone over on their roof in the background. Who was that? Just coming out of turn 3. Everyone has to avoid it. It's Igor, who's over on his roof, which is a little bit unusual.
Yeah, I suppose in qualifying 1 or 2 cars did flip, which I didn't remember to mention, but that risk is here, even if the track is so small compared to the standard circuits we've gotten used to on Live for Speed. So yeah, that is definitely a factor. But Zesty, in fairness to him, he's up to second now. So Mantas really struggling. So Mantas down to 4th. Dark also benefits.
Yeah, I wonder if it was a mistake or something actually from Mantas. Dropped him all the way down there. We just caught the end of it as we've got Unite going for a move on Michael Malik into turn 1 on the inside there. On the outside. In the colours of Benetton livery there, by the looks of it. And Rayman as well going for the move.
More competition here. Rayman trying to mind his outside line. You can see probably just trying a little hard there to get on the traction. Arias has now got the inside line for turn 1, and maybe he can just take it a little bit easier this time. Now Arias hit the curb. That could make it possible for turn 2 to work. Now Rayman does yield, so Arias makes that overtaking maneuver. And here's Yanni Catilla, who's going to try a switchback on the Vodafone McLaren here. And it's a solid job here. Yeah, Magic has nowhere else to go. And there we go, it's a good overtake for Yanni.
Yep, through into turn 1. And Magic has to try and defend now immediately from someone driving in a Mana livery behind.
It is indeed. Yes, Esteban Ocons.
Uber Motomacari also in a fight. In fact, that was who was that? That was Boz and Twin Cam, who were side by side there through the final corner. And Boz trying to have another go on the inside then of Ayub, and now on the outside for turn 3. Watching Ayub there in a slightly different colour scheme to his teammates.
Yeah, it must be one of the more traditional Born to Race liveries. I'd be familiar with it, but can't date it exactly. Whereas Ayub has gone for something slightly different.
Yeah, as it looks like Boz is going backwards a little bit here, getting past left, right and centre. That's Themuli now for ZFRL getting through. And so too is Eoin Catilla, who's a little bit on of, he's trying to have a rampage up the grid, trying to get around the outside of his teammate. No issue, doesn't want to run over the sausage curb on the exit either. But it is Gabor who leads the field onto lap 11, 2.27 seconds ahead of Zesty across the line. And here we've got Johnny SVK in that manner racing livery, chasing Magic, and behind him is WoW for good drivers. Eoin is trying to make a move on Themuli now. He's on the outside going into the final corner. And can't get it done on the corner itself. It's going to be a drag race down to start finish as we've got a car off in the wall at the back there. Was that Boz? Yes, it was. Stationary facing the complete wrong direction, unfortunately.
He just had that fraction of a second to perform his U-turn to get back into the race, but he is tumbling down the order. He may even fall into 30th place, I think, or 27th, sorry, 27th place.
Might end up getting lapped here. One of the back markers, Gabriel's had a spin. Oh, that's someone spinning. That's Boz spinning in front of Gabor there. Gabriel also with trouble, but Gabor through with no issue in the end. And Zesty is now almost 3 seconds behind, so Gabor is putting in some good laps here as there's a move going on here on a back marker. Dark and Mantas get past. Here's Steve Martino, and he's chasing down Eoin Catilla.
Yeah, certainly an interesting potential battle here. I suppose, these two, we see them quite often. I suppose certainly in Yari's case, he's nearly here all the time. But Steve, he could have a better exit, and we'll see if there is a last-ditch defense. Now it seems like Yari has backed out of it, but he may counter-attack into turn 2. Now he's going to hold off to see if he can force Stephen Martin into a mistake.
Oscar on Yellow Loco. Oscar on the outside in the black and yellow World Class Lions livery. Yellow Loco sporting some damage ahead of him in the all black FBM there. Oscar still on the outside. Wow, being forced really, really close to the wall. And he's trying to hold it around the outside. It's not going to work. He's going to have to cut back in for turn 2. As Eoin is making way more progress. He's on the outside of Mottle McCarry. It's actually 4 wide there at the apex with a back marker, I believe, in the mix. Fiegol's there, as it is currently Ayub who leads this little pack.
Yeah, I should mention Ayub's using Pascal Verline's 2017 server. I had to look it up.
Lovely stuff.
So there you can see a good shot there.
Yeah, it's such a bland livery. You can't really pick it out as an F1 livery, can you?
The Meyer back then before the Alfa Romeo partnership.
Yeah, so there we go. Eoin Catilla now trying to go around the outside again on Ayub. Ayub still not able to, still defending. So this track really does yield side-by-side racing. It's quite impressive. I guess there's a reason Rony picked it. The track of his own design, I believe, as well.
Yeah, it would be a race green design track. Nice and simple, but certainly producing the racing up and down the field with Gabor in the lead. Yeah, he's certainly going to come across a huge pack of lapped cars such as Rony himself. So you won't see them just there, but yeah, here's Unite working his way past
Johnny SVK.
Johnny, of course, Johnny,
so goes through.
P15, so yeah, top 10 is absolutely possible. Del Nano spun it.
Yeah.
Before he could finish the spin, he just spectated to avoid a hefty pile-up or any such matter.
Yeah, we're watching Magic making his way past one of the back markers as well. That's Fiegol's. No, it's not Fiegol, sorry. I think it was I can't actually see who that was, as we've got Oscar and Michael also going at it into the final turn. Michael Malik there using a very, very colourful livery. One of the old MRC creations. And currently finds himself in P18, just behind Oscar.
Oh, Figal's got that one a bit wrong. He's obviously trying to fight his way through these blue flags.
Oh.
And he's lagging, so watch out. Show a little bit of caution here, drivers. Nier Loco, I think he's taking advantage here. And Michael Malik had nowhere to go. Narska hits Figal's. So this is going to be a huge, I suppose, boiling point here for Arska to lose that momentum. Gabor puts him a lap down. So yeah, Figal's going to be lapped again as Rony just wants to find a place to move alongside. Yeah, Figal's is burning those tyres. They're not quite in the red yet, but he's really forcing the rubber to bite. It's very distracting, I'm sure.
Yeah, Rony did a good job there to move out of the way, as Fiegels is still not allowing Oscar to go through there. As we watch Magic now side by side with Unite once again, and Wow is there as well, just ahead. Wow just got past Magic, and now Unite is stuck. It seems as though as soon as a car gets side by side with another one here, Owen, they just are side by side forever.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, the similar traction and the fact that the ideal racing line perhaps doesn't exist. You can have 2 or 3 different entries into the corner and you'll be okay. So these battles will persist as long as the drivers continue to run at their best potential. We're following along with Magic and that battle for 12th, with Wow doing a very impressive job here to stay just within reach of Mott Macari on his own there in 11th. But there we go, on the inside line. Unite is through, and it should be the case where Unite should have the freedom now to put in some strong lap times. It's obviously a bit redundant, the fastest lap. It's not really going to make a huge difference compared to other tracks where you could pull away massively. But with all the traffic, it's almost impossible. Once the new fastest lap has been set, it's almost impossible to break it again.
Here's Gabor catching up to a little bit more traffic, trying to get through before the final corner, and does so on Michael Malik there. No sweat at all. But now Gabor is going to have to deal with traffic pretty much every single lap, as we've got Twin Cam and Yoni still going at it.
It's very interesting to see Yoni. He does love his middle of the pack battles to try and win races. Today maybe, that's Nossel facing backwards. You may have just seen on the right hand side of your screens, Nossel was backwards on the start finish straight. He's just recovered now. There we go. Thankfully, he was pulled alongside what would be pit wall if he had committed to taking a stop. And now on the switch back here, Twin Cam does pull out a big slide there, and Yoni will notice that very, very quickly. And the burning rubber from Figal's will be something to note in the skyline. He just really burned those tires. It's smoking like all you can dream of, really. It's crazy.
Yeah, that tyre might let go actually if he keeps going like that, as he moves out of the way for these two, or does he? Really can't really see from that camera angle, but Twin Cam.
Twin Cam stuck his nose in, and now he's been spun around. It's definitely a domino effect. One thing led to another.
Yeah, Figgles removed himself from the race and is now in the pit lane. I'm not sure if rejoining is necessarily a good idea after that one. But anyway, Yoni now up to, still in P9, finds himself now trying to get past Ayub. I'm sure he wouldn't have enjoyed that at all. He would much rather be further up the road fighting for the very top positions. But there's a lot of work to do once he gets past Ayub. There's a big gap of almost 6 seconds, over 6 seconds in fact, to Lorenzo in P7. Lots to do for Ioni Katilla, but leading the race as we head over the halfway stage, it's Gabor, followed by Zesty. Then in third place we've got Dark for Road Appraiser. Mantas for Born to Race, our championship leader, remember, all the way down in P4 currently. But as we've seen, Owen, this has been a pretty hectic race and anything can happen. Gabor is also live on Twitch, so if you do want to pull up his perspective, you can do that. Go to twitch.tv/Sidus Gabor.
Oh, Michael spun it at turn 2, facing sideways, so he's able to point the car back into the front-facing direction. But yeah, that has cost him probably 3 or 4 positions in just a few seconds. Now Ioni will have to beat another Born to Race driver, hopefully in a manner that will leave both drivers with something to fight for after Twin Cam got knocked away by the back marker. So here we go on board. Yeah, definitely a slipstream will kick in just a moment, but yeah, Ayub can follow the corner entry and block the path using the outside curbs as well. Oh, that's a little bit risky now. As a matter of fact, here's Sidus Unite as well. So we've got Born to Race, we've World Class Lions, we've Sidus and Zafiralis all together.
Yeah, there's a good amount of different teams in the top spots here. A lot of shake-up. We've got the Sidus driver bookending the top 10. World Class Lions in there, Born to Race, Race Green, and Road Appraiser as well, as Ioni now goes for the move into turn 1, and that's a lift from Ayub, is it? No, he's still trying to hold it around the outside, but I think Ioni's got this one.
Yeah, advantage Ioni, and yeah, he will get the proper exit he needs, and there we go. The left-hander is pretty much flat out. And yeah, we'll see now as Gabor has put Twin Cam a lap down, so he has the sinking feeling of being lapped himself now.
That was almost an incredible pass from Unite there. I don't know if it was intentional, but there must have been, well, the smallest of gaps possible when Unite slipped the car up the inside of Ayub there. That was so close into the final corner, and he's still trying to get past. And you can see how much of an advantage Ioni's got just from these two going side by side as Ayub goes over that sleeping policeman on the outside yet again. United's going to try and do what he did before, but on the inside out of the final corner, they've got a back marker in front of them and giving a slipstream to Ayub as he gets out of the way. That's very nice driving from the back marker there actually. As Unite now still on the inside of Ayub. Can he get through into turn 3? Sorry, turn 2. And doesn't look like it, so the battle rages on. Yeah, side by side is the way that you go around here.
Yeah, for absolute certainty here. Now Unite will try again. I watched the clip just to see exactly what happened, because I was in my own universe for a moment there, and yeah, it was really close. It's just the sausage curbs denied him the superior exit power. So now he's going to try it once more to go on the inside of turn 2. He has to leave it very late to deny Ayub any smooth corner exiting. So there we go. That's how you pass around here. You've got to block your opponent from doing anything to stay in front.
Yeah, you do. But Unite now up to P9. Ioni just ahead of him, but now some 2.5 seconds up the road. And, Nico will want to chase him down as quickly as he can, but there's not really that much opportunity unless you're in a battle. You're not really going to lose a lot of time driving around on your own here, are you, Owen? Because, well, there's not really a lot. I mean, it's difficult, I get it, but it's not the most technical of tracks.
No, you definitely won't remember, or you won't forget your way around, that's for sure. You should be able to note by the scenery which turn you need to take and roughly where to brake, so yeah, it should be handy enough to keep the layout in mind. It's just you have to be all eyes watching your surroundings to make sure there's no one in your way or someone needs to have a battle or anything like that. So yeah, that's the main thing. You should remember the layout after more than 36 laps or thereabouts. In Gabor's case, 37 and almost 38. So yeah, by now all the drivers will remember their way, but the surroundings, any potential hazards, will be the difference maker.
Yeah, and Unite was very effective in getting rid of the obstacles in his way. He just got past Pekka Koivunen as they go on to lap 37 for themselves. Gabor is only just behind as the lap counter ticks up. But yeah, Pekka Koivunen dropping back a little bit now into the focus of Ayub. So Ayub will try to get past pretty quickly here as well. And we're ticking down the laps, less than 20 laps to go in round 3 of the 2024 season of Rony's Tuesday Fun Race, which takes place every 2 weeks in Live for Speed for a 35-minute or thereabouts sprint race with various cars and tracks in the sim. A very popular format with the drivers. This race was pretty much a sellout, so 39 cars started. We're down to just 25 as Gabor here goes through turn 1, hard on the brakes into turn 2. Very wide, actually, because I think he may have touched the sausage curve actually as he went on the brakes.
Yeah, but it didn't cost him that much time. He was able to cut back into turn 3, no problem. Zesty P2, obviously Mantas was in his way briefly, but now he's having a great run here. I suppose as he crosses the line now, we'll see the interval. Yeah, nearly 8 seconds exactly. So yeah, it has been a dominant show by Gabor. He's pulled out probably a quarter of a second every lap.
The fastest lap is a 33-second dead, and Gabor has an 8-second lead over anyone else. If this was Aston Grand Prix and he had that much of a lead, it wouldn't look like much, but here it looks like, well, it's almost a quarter of the track, isn't it? In fact, it's over a quarter.
Yeah, it would be over a quarter of the lap for sure, yeah. Nossel and Jari Tilla have basically battled their way into blue flag compliance, if that makes any sense. So Gabor just got through the distracted pair and carries on to see if he can lap the 10th place driver, Pekka Koivunen.
Yeah, he's trying to bag them all. He's trying to get around the track and lap everybody. He's not got enough laps to do that to Zesty and Dark and Six Moon, but maybe Mantas. I mean, Mantas is dropping back here. Six Moon has just got through, and that's trouble for our championship leader.
It's not ideal. He's been in absolutely imperious form so far in 2024, and getting overtaken on track 3 times on pace is definitely something to shock the system. Oh, Six Moon does get the over-enthusiasm out of turn 3 there, hitting the wall behind the sausage curb. So new fastest lap again by Gabor, finding another 10th of a second. So Mantas has a chance, a slim chance, to put Six Moon off his game and get 1 place back.
I feel like here this track is so down to the setup. So if you've got your setup is ever so slightly worse than another driver, that's it. There's no margin for error on a track that's this short. As Asker's going for a move on Michael Malik, this is for P17. Into turn 3 we go. Asker gets ahead. And it looks like Lorenzo is going to be coming through to lap these guys as well. A very nice race so far from Lorenzo, currently P6 in a somewhat different livery than we usually expect from a race green driver. Very little green on that, in fact, at all, but over start finish he goes to start lap 44 of the race.
Might be an old minority, I think, 93 or something of that ilk.
Stretching your F1 livery knowledge to the limit there, Owen. And so Lorenzo does go through. So yeah, Gabor has lapped everybody except everyone up to P8 now, as you can see from the timing tower. Everybody else is a lap down, including Ayub now, who just succumbed to Gabor's dominance in this 3rd round. And we are down to 10 laps to go as he goes across start finish. But yeah, that is quite a dominant performance so far from the Sidus driver. making everybody else look a little bit silly in this one. 8.7 seconds back to Zesty, who is pretty much considered one of the best FBM drivers in the entire sim. I don't think that's an understatement or an overstatement. As we've got Johnny SVK and Twin Cam in a battle there. Johnny SVK in the Old Manor Racing livery, Twin Cam in the Born to Race livery there. And turns in and gets the job done.
Yeah, nice clean job. So Twin Cam, yeah, still, I'm sure, deeply frustrated with what happened to him earlier. He was competing with Yanni for position, and he fights back on Johnny. Let's see if this is done for good, or if there's any way back here for Johnny. On board with him now, over the shoulder camera. We'll have one last chance here. He has slipstream. Here we go on the inside. Now he has to wait for the corner to come back to him. Yeah, it's going to be neck and neck because Team Sony just waits a pit exit.
Oh, and that's
there behind.
Six Moon. That's Six Moon out of P4, yeah. Having a big spin and then allowing Mantas back through. So with a really, really nice performance up to that point, Owen, Six Moon drops it into T2.
So Mantas, whether he was gunning for him or not, he has spotted Six Moon making that one error that has proven to be the difference maker. He's going to need another lap just to get his momentum back. And Lorenzo is at the other end of the start-finish straight, really, so he won't be able to catch up this time around. So, yeah, relief for Mantas there, a few extra points back in his pocket. And then Twin Cam, yeah, he's lost track of Johnny. So that could be the end of his battle for now. Yeah, looks like it.
Gabor has caught up to the back of Unite, his teammate. Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. 33-second lap this, and within 50 laps. So Gabor just under a second a lap quicker than his own teammate on average, and is now going to be getting the blue flags waved at him to get out of the way, which is never a good thing. If there's one person you don't want to get blue flags from, it's your teammate.
No, that's
is he defending?
Yeah, it seems like he's gonna ward off his race-winning teammate or race-leading teammate for as long as possible.
Yeah, he does. He's actually defending.
Yeah, Steve chat. Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference to Gabor's race. Maybe it's actually a little bit interesting for him. Somebody actually trying to defend. United's actually defending from Gabor here. This is quite funny. And still can't. Oh no, he's going back for him. He's going to go back for the move. We don't often see this, but for once I'll allow it. Because it's futile. It's absolutely futile. Nico, he's too quick for you. You can't do it. Oh, he's going to try it again. He's going to try and go on the inside. It's not going to work. It's just slowing Gabor down. It's just annoying him. It's like a fly that won't go away.
Yeah, he has to...
Oh, he's going for it again.
Yeah, I think Gabor's probably enjoying it more than anything because, yeah, it's something different. Yeah. Let's look at Magic here. He's going to put Michael to the outside line, and we have to cut in for the inside of turn 4. And yeah, Magic behind now. But here's Gabor, of course, there he is behind Rony. So Rony should be able to yield this venture. Yeah, that's perfect. And Magic, watch out, watch your mirrors. Yeah, that's no problem. So he has spotted. And Gabor should be able to get through on blue flags as well. Oh, no, a traffic jam. Unite wants to get by as well. So yeah, blue flags all over the shop.
Yeah, too many blue flag situations. Nobody knew who was being waved at there. If that fight between Gabor and Nico hadn't have been between teammates, we would have had a very different tone in our voice, I think. A little bit hypocritical, but fun nonetheless. Johnny SVK on Twin Cam into the final corner. Once again, these two inseparable at this point in the race. Driving together pretty much much for the last 10 laps at least, as Gabor is on the final lap.
Oh, bit of contact between Johnny's rear left and Twin Cam's front right. Here we go. Gabor has taken the victory in superlative fashion. Zesty nearly 10 seconds back as all heck was breaking loose there in the midfield. But there you go. Gabor probably never relinquished the lead. I think that was a grand shalom for him. He led every lap, fastest lap, and qualified on pole.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous performance. That almost managed to tick over 10 seconds on Zesty there, and lapped everybody bar. We'll find out. Probably about 6 or 7 drivers in the end. 7 drivers, as we've got side-by-side fight between Oscar and who was that? It was Yero Loco. So Yero Loco gets him by basically nothing, 0.05 in the end. So taking P15 there. But yeah, less than 10 seconds the gap at the front, even after that fight with his own teammate who was a lap down. Crazy speed from Gabor there. And that is everybody. A short lap, therefore a short run to the results there, Owen. And that means we can show the race results on the stream. It's Sidus Gabor in 30 minutes and 31 seconds, 10 seconds ahead of Zesty, who is a further 11 seconds ahead of Dark. So our top 3 separated by 20 seconds. Unbelievable. Then we've got Mantas off of his usual form, championship leader there, down in P4 in the end. Gifted a place by Six Moon, who spun it with a few laps to go into turn 2. Rode appraiser Six Moon there in P5. With Lorenzo, Joni Katila, Unite, Abe, and Pekka Koivunen rounding out the top 10. Gabor managing to lap everybody bar 7 cars. Well, you can't lap yourself, so bar 6 cars, let's say. Then it's Wow in P11 for good drivers. Martin McCarry, Johnny SVK, Twin Cam, Yero Loco, Asker, Michael, Magic, Rony, and Stephen Martin there, down in P20. Over on the second screen, a few DNFs, only a few. We've got Yari Katila, LG Mies, Nozzle, New, and Soini, our finishers, with Arias, Rayman, Figols, Puki, Nano, Thamuli, Boz, Gabriel, Igor, TXU, and Redbot not finishing the race. Fair amount of dropout there, Owen, but to be expected from such a tight, twisty track.
Yeah, in fairness, the majority of drivers were able to keep going. It was a shame for Mandula, probably not even classified there on our leaderboard, as he had to just spectate straight away, or else he would have been in the middle of the track. That was indeed a strong turnout, but the drivers that did make it, they've earned my plaudits. It was a tough race, even if the layout was certainly extremely, I suppose, elementary. It was just the 3 right turns and the 1 left, so sneaking onto the podium there, that's not our race winner, Gabor. So
no, that's Michael Malik. I'm waiting to see where Gabor's gone, because Michael Malik has stolen the top step of the podium, so we'll just have to wait for him to come round. There's a very ornate podium that's been constructed on this track, which I quite like. You can see it in all of its glory here. Gabor's gone off the servo.
He was sitting on the podium just for.
Oh, he was. We missed him.
He wanted. Yeah, we were looking at the other cars cross the line.
By the time we'd gone through the results, he'd already gone and left, so we couldn't even get a shot of him on the top of the podium. So I guess actually we should thank Michael Malik for allowing us to use this lovely camera shot that we have. Oh well, cheers Gabor for just disappearing so quick in every single thing that he does. There we are. We have 32 seconds, 0.87, the best lap of the day. And that will start off Gabor's campaign for 2024, Owen. A sorely needed victory.
Yeah, it's important to get his season going now. So, better late than never.
Yeah, indeed. We hope you can join us for the next round of the championship. That will be in 2 weeks' time with the licensed Skoda that got made as a mod for Live for Speed. So that'll be an interesting one. That's going to be at Fern Bay Gold, and that will be on February 27th of this month. So we look forward to seeing you there for that. Coming up on our channel, a few things to note. The Fox Friday round that was scheduled for this Friday has been pushed back a week. That's going to take place next week, which means the next broadcast on our channel is going to be the NDR GT2 Challenge on Sunday, followed by RTFR XL next Tuesday at Western International Reverse with the ProTech 92 GT3, and that's going to be a proper one.
Yeah, a lot of excitement for that race coming down the line. So yeah, we'll see how everything plays out then.
We will indeed. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been another sim broadcast on Live for Speed. Rony's Tuesday Fun Race, sponsored of course by World Class Lines. Once again, we will play the trailer as we leave. So yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to the competitors. We will see you next time for another one. From all of us here to all of you, have a good evening. Good night.
So long.